This video is sponsored by EA. Okay, before we go into the trailer, I had my raw thoughts as I broke it down, but I want to already click here, and I'm going to link this in the description down below where you see everything about Mad Maggie. This is all the stuff that you guys are looking for, and I really want to highlight it. This is Mad Maggie and her abilities, so let's just go into her abilities. Oh my gosh, look at those skins. Those are actually clean. Let's talk about her abilities right afterwards, after we get a little sneak peek here about her skins. Okay, so now this is Riot Drill, fire drill that burns enemies through obstacles. We saw that in the breakdown when I had my live reaction, which I'm going to showcase in just a moment. This is her passive ability, Warlord's Ire. Temporarily highlight enemies you've damaged and move faster with a shotgun. Huge. It pretty much means that you don't need to holster your weapon at all. If you move faster, I assume you're going to move faster than if you have your fist out. That's going to, or maybe the same speed. That's going to be dope. I love that. Ultimate ability, which is the Wrecking Ball. Throw a ball that releases speed boosting pads and detonates near enemies. So it is a speed boost. You heard it in the trailer where she was just moving extra fast, and it detonates near enemies, that ball, so it does look like it does a little bit of damage. Margaret is 55 years old. Homeworld is Salvo. Her tactical ability, we already discussed, Riot Drill. Passive ability, Warlord's Ire. Ultimate ability, Wrecking Ball. Margaret, a woman who would one day be known as Mad Maggie, grew up in one of the dustiest, dullest corners of the Salvo without a family to speak of. She was fortunate then to meet a kind, chaotic spirit and adventurous young boy named Walter Fitzroy. The two were inseparable in their teenage years. So I'm going to highlight again, I was wrong earlier. I don't know why I thought they're brother and sister. They're not. They're childhood friends. They became mercenaries together. Eventually, the duo grew into a crack talent, a powerful mercenary operation. It was here she earned her, essentially like stripes, Mad Maggie, her name. But when then rival warlord signed a treaty with the Syndicate, Maggie's hope for the independent Salvo were ruined, and Fuse abandoned her for the games, leaving Maggie, well, very mad indeed. So you can click more. And by sabotaging Fuse's entrance into the Apex game, Maggie planned to expose how weak the Syndicate was in hopes it would spark a rebellion in Salvo. Fuse would assemble a team to take down Maggie, only for the pair to have a heart-to-heart where they came to accept each other's choices. Fuse will always follow the fun, and Maggie will always follow the cause. Makes sense in terms of characters. It seemed as though Mad Maggie fell to her death after the exchange, but she was apprehended by the Syndicate and sentenced to fight in the Apex games. So this is huge. I love this. And her, I'm going to make the world bleed. I'm really pumped. These skins look exciting. Let's get into the trailer breakdown. Also, my raw impressions of the abilities and what I initially thought until I got the further details here. And at the very end, we're going to go into control details. So much to highlight here. Okay, I had to leave some of these quotes into the start. This is great. I love this. You have to watch this trailer. We're going to break everything down. There is so much in this trailer. I was smiling throughout. I don't care what anybody says. I'm actually really excited. I like Mad Maggie. Mad Maggie is really, really dope. She's Mirage's hair product thing. That's amazing. I love this. You see, this is why I love Apex so much. It's just the characters behind it, the design, and just the attachment to everybody. It's so, I just can't express it enough. It makes me so happy. And Mad Maggie has me sold after this trailer, and I love the art style. God, it reminds me of something from. It hits like this comic book style that just really resonates with me, and I really enjoy it. There's so much to break down, so I'm going to try to timestamp best I can. At first, this trailer breakdown really covers Control, then it covers Mad Maggie, and then it goes into the 3rd anniversary event. They showcase some like collection event stuff as well, like I saw the skins there, and I want to break that down as well. I'm going to do my best to kind of like pause and start, because there's just so much to unpack here. There's so much. So yeah, they're already covering it here, but like this finisher right here, so clean, so clean. Let's look at that one more time. Just that finisher right there is nasty. Mad Maggie is brutal. So I know we weren't a fan of her before, but she slaps, man. I can tell. And like when we go over the abilities, they look. I'm excited to play her. So what's interesting is seeing the amount of squads. They look to be broken up in sectors of 3. So I guess for comms and stuff like that, at least that's what it looks like. But the end screens are crazy, seeing the amount of people that are here. It looks amazing. So we see that the top score has to be 1,500. and there's 3 different sectors. So domination, if you play Battlefield, it's very much like a Battlefield-esque control points. And we saw those little things earlier in the trailer. That's also important. I'm going to break all this down in the guide if I ever get access to it or anything, then, or even whenever it's live, then I'll showcase it then. So those are the control points there. This looks to be very, very much on Olympus here at first. I'm going to try to pause it because there's a lot of things I saw, and I might just let it roll through because there's just so much here. It's so cool. It's so exciting just to see. I might skip ahead in just a moment. I'm overwhelmed. Like, if they keep on this direction with LTMs and this amount of content that they're going to roll out, this is a huge dub. I also saw they had like the scoreboard as well to reward players based on like their skill and what they're bringing to the table, which is also really, really exciting. It's just going to bring a lot of chaos. Like right here, this is also cool. You'll have to... What is going to happen when you have 2 lifelines on a squad? So it does have a question in terms of balance, but look at that, like 2 portals. This is going to get really, really chaotic. So, okay, I'm going to pause and just cover like the thought process behind this. I'm going to turn this down for a second. Like, what if this just gets really, really brutal and overwhelming? Keep in mind, I assume there's going to be balance issues at the start of this, but it's okay. I'm all for this fun chaoticness, a separation from the sweatiness of arenas, and it still has that here. Like we mentioned, like the point system. And I'll do a guide and break down like how the point system works once I understand it myself. But it's clearly going to be based off of kills, the amount of damage you put out, and add up everything. It even looks like it might be ability based, potentially. And now we got the legend breakdown. This is what sold me. Like also her quips at the start, she's subtle. Now let's take a pause here. Look at all these little changes to the map. There's all this little cover, that stuff of like that's popping in and out of existence, which also looks really clean. And this is actually towards Bonsai. This whole area around, I believe this is Bonsai. Yeah, that looks like to be Bonsai. This whole hill area here has been redone. And she is a brawler. She's going to play extremely aggressive, and it's going to fit very much well for control. I'm going to pause it here again. This is important. Look at the amount of damage this does. This might be broken at the start. I'm not going to lie. That's... Hiding behind cover and having that push power is going to be huge. Let's just say it even does like 25 damage. I know people are freaking out about Seers, but she's going to be a brawler for sure. I love this pickup animation. Something to do with shotguns. Clearly, like we had mentioned, we saw before. They're highlighting that. And her ultimate here. Listen to the footsteps. Hold on. It seems like it's giving her some sort of boost, like speed boost, because her footsteps seem like they're going faster. I'm not sure, but that seems to be what's going on there. They like there's little dots. Let's pause it on the ground. Like that thing looks like, I don't know if it does a whole lot of damage per se. Like when you see the thing go out, it's dropping these little dots. Either that's going to give you more damage or a speed boost. It looks like a speed boost. Like she is flying. And then that finisher, woo, clean. Clean. So we see this whole change there. New update to Olympus. We have these new sectors and areas that are kind of popping in and out of existence. It looks clean. It's fresh. There's a lot of skins. I'll try to pause once I see them. I know you guys comment down below if you see skins, like specifically that Loba one. Let's go back to that one. God, that looks like such a good looking skin. What really catches my eye is it looks like something from BioShock specifically for her. And comment down below if you guys see specific skins that you guys see that you really, really like. We're going to see a lot of them here in a moment. All right, let me try to capture this. All right. It kind of reminds me like this Jekyll and Hyde type of vibe here. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Okay, well, not going to be able to. But it's a really nice Loba skin. I like it a lot. It's not based on color. It's based on design. Now we have the new Battle Pass that's being introduced. I think that's probably where the Loba skin is probably coming into play. Very comic book. I guess that's why Jekyll and Hyde type of feel, right? That looked real good. I love the look of that skin. And for Watson, She's got some Harry Potter things going on over here. Look at that. She's over there sparking her ultimate. I love that. I thought that was really, really cool. And then we go into the anniversary section here. So I will timestamp this. So this is crazy. So if you have not played the game, it looks like you get these characters for free here during that time span. So during those dates is when you get those characters. We talked about that in the article as well. So pretty huge. But this trailer is fantastic. I know there will always be somebody out there saying it could have been more, but I love this. This is great. For me, this is exactly what I wanted, what I'm looking for. Collection event skins. Okay, so these look like reskins. The Revenant skin actually looks pretty good. In Gibraltar, very nice. And this is we've seen this one with Caustic before. Clean, a Valkyrie specifically. I love the visor look. We've already had this recolor. So it looks like they're bringing like collection like themes together here. And Watson, oh my gosh. Kitty Cat Watson. Now that's the dub of the century right there. Imagine rolling out with these squads all together. They need to do more pairings like this. This is really smart for the skins, especially for people who play together. Like having like duo Lobo Watson skins that match and everything. Because I've been trying to match skins with like teammates recently more and more. Oh, that's a good one. Mad Maggie one, very piratey. I love that right there. That's good. And then also they do the recolors here. There's also a new finisher. Good segue here. I like that a lot too. They have it here where they do like this nice smooth segue, clean. And then we're gonna see the finisher. I haven't seen this one for Bloodhound. Nice, so good, so good. February 8th. That can't come soon enough. There's just so much, and I guarantee as I would keep watching it, there's like a million things. I'm just pumped for Mad Maggie here. That's the thing I'm most excited. If you guys are excited, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I know maybe I'm a little too excited. Okay, I get it. But, like, I don't know. I'm just excited for Control. Like, I think it's going to be one of the best ways for us to really improve our aim and really get into, like, it's just going to be the mode, guys. It could be. Or, like, just more LTMs like this where it's just fun, chaotic. They can do so much with this. They can do so much. Could you imagine, like, the LTM goes, like, Wraiths only and it's just chaos. Like, just chaos. Just fun. Fun, fun, fun. And then you go back to the BR and arenas and we go sweat it out. And we go hit Masters and Pred and stuff, right? All right, guys. Leave a comment down below. There's so much here. What did I miss? Please tell me what I missed. Because even I want to be sure I capture that kind of stuff. Don't forget again to leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Had to add this at the end. I'm going to timestamp it though for you guys. Don't worry. This is really, and I'm going to have a link in the description as well for this. This talks about the new mode Control, and it's really important that we talk about it because this is all the details that we're looking for. Talking about live, die, rinse, and repeat. Here's objective A, B, and C, what it looks like from a high-level standpoint. You can change your loadout, has your legends, and has your scoreboard as well to highlight how everyone's performing. This is really huge as well because these details are important. As you can see, it kind of works like the Christmas time mode, essentially. I wonder if this is going to constantly change. You know, it's just about getting in there and fighting. The fact that you respawn every time and fairly to quickly use this opportunity to try different strategies, new guns. This is what they really highlight, which is also what I preach so much on the channel about improvement. And that's really, really amazing. So you have your loadout, and you can choose different optics very much like you do in the arena mode, and you can change from like marksman, sniper, and what it looks like whenever you change those loadouts. So very much arena style, but at least instead of the LTM mode where you're locked in, at least you have the option to change reticles. I know you can do that now in the Christmas time mode, but just highlighting the fact that at least we're going to have some versatility here and things that change. So there's that power struggle, you know, controlling the zones where the fight happens, where you synergize with abilities. And maybe a defensive legend is going to be great for holding down the sector, but then playing somebody aggressively, such as Horizon or even a Wraith, is going to be huge just for getting in last second. Very much like a Halo type of feel because it's got 3 objectives whenever you're playing competitively. So here's the 2 screenshots here. This looks like an early test build that they were using, but you see the rating tier and how it ranks you up and lets you know how you're performing, which is really awesome. Sometimes the time events will shake up where the action is. That's awesome. Capture bonus will replace one-time point reward. One select area. The team that owns the zone, when the timer hits 0, will earn a large amount of points. So I guess as it gets closer to clutch, the point values are going to change and how the scoring system works. These bonuses concentrate attack, defend gameplay around a valuable zone and shift your attention around the battlefield. Kind of gives you an incentive to really push, to make a play, because the whole point is to get more points, right? You want the points. Airdrops are opportunities to grab powerful weapons to give you damage output advantage, but watch out because of run out of ammo if you're too trigger happy. Just as much as we expect with the care package as well. Controlling the front line means controlling where you can spawn. Owning zones is key not only to earning points, but pushing forward on the battlefield. By default, players always spawn on their home base. If you own the zone closest to your home base, this will become your forward operation, pretty much, like a new spawn point. You're allowed to spawn in zones that have a direct connection to your home base. So it's showcasing what that looks like here, because you can't spawn there, but you can spawn now. It's very much like Battlefield. If you play Battlefield, it's like once you control that point, boom, then you're pretty much set. Look at these guys being TTVers. If you own a center zone, you'll be able to spawn from there, just as we're talking about. And total control. Huge. Owning all 3 zones at once is a difficult feat to accomplish, but if your team can pull it off, it opens up a powerful position to let you end the game early. Once the team successfully controls all 3 zones at once, the match goes into lockout. Lockout's timer starts, and the controlling team can hold the lockout until the timer reaches 0, which is good, because that means, if a team is shut out, you don't have to just pretty much get farmed. That's actually a nice change. However, if the team that is locked out can successfully regain control over any zone, they will abort the lockout timer. I guess it's almost like an unintentional forfeit. If you want to forfeit and you're getting rolled that hard, you don't have to sit there for the next 5 minutes and just completely get spawn camped out. Really smart. Really, really smart. So then the match just ends early instead of just letting it linger and keep going. Because, I can assume that these battles can go on for a little bit, but if they want to fight back and gain control, then there's a reason to, right? There's so much incentive to push. There's a high level of aggression that's going on here to make sure that you go. Apex has always been played in the arena, and all of an audience controls no difference. This is Octane's father, mastermind behind Control, is sweetening the pot with a new rating systems. You play Control and perform actions to help your team, capturing zones, killing enemies, assisting teammates. You'll grow your own personal rating. So huge incentive. I like that a lot. Clutch out plays. Ratings are broken up to tiers: blue, purple, and gold. Each tier is progressively harder to earn point, but grants you more powerful weapons. It's like Gunmaster, essentially. Once you hit max tier, you continue earning ratings to earn more ultimate charges, even if your loadout has been maxed out. When you die, your ratings will reset. You'll have to earn them back in your next life. Okay, so staying alive, pushing. So they're essentially. It rewards you for pushing, but it also playing smart, because your weapons get better and better if you just stay alive. So there's a lot of thought that went into this. This wasn't just a mode that they just kind of threw out there. This was a lot of thought. Kills don't matter as much when everyone can just respawn, so in place of a kill leader, the player with the highest rating will be the ratings leader. The person who really is doing the most killing rating leader can boost your own ratings when the rating leader dies. You'll have to exceed the rating they had as a leader if you want to take their place. So still a huge emphasis on a competitive play. I like that. So it's casual, but there's a reason. There's like an oomph behind the mode, which is really, really nice. Level up prey. We heard your concerns with escape, and we're making sure that you can complete your challenges to earn progress in your battle pass, regardless of how you play Apex. And this season, we're introducing dailies and weeklies that can be completed any mode. Nice. Okay. I know a lot of people gave feedback, they don't want to lock to arenas. Like, what if you don't like Control? And there's going to be people who watch this video who are just like, I don't want any of that in my game. Respectable. But at least now you'll be able to do these achievements across any game. I'm really excited about this. I'm going to be live streaming this game mode quite a bit. There's so much to teach in this. This is a great way, if you're new to Apex Legends, to get comfortable in the game and use every single weapon. I know this video is a lot longer. Don't forget to leave a like. I'll see you guys all in the next one.